Hey everybody, welcome back to the Brainiac Baseball 1980 Detroit Tigers season replay. If you are tuning in to see the fourth and final game of the Yankees series, I've got some news for you. That game went 20 innings, and I just didn't think anybody would watch it if it was so long. It was basically about 40 minutes, and so instead of putting you all through that, and I can honestly say it was kind of a boring game. Instead of putting all of you through that, I just went ahead and pulled up the box score for you, so you can take a look at it, see how it played out. I used every single member of my bullpen in that game, and it was actually fairly successful considering how horrible my bullpen has been. But we did win it in the top of the 20th inning. Really, nothing more exciting than that. Every starter did get a hit, with the exception of Johnny Walkenfuss. Oh, no, I take that back. Lynn Jones didn't get a hit, but he did walk twice. So, at any rate, there's that information there for you. And we had an off day, so all the bullpen got rested, and now we moved on to the Twins. So here we are at game 14 against the Minnesota Twins. I just wanted to point out one more thing before we get started, which is we had one trade, which I mentioned in the recording of the Yankees game, but I'll bring it up here, is Dwight Evans got traded from Boston to Kansas City for what is a couple of minor leaguers. Kansas City had a outfielder go down with an injury for 3 months. That's Amos Otis. And so it looks like Dwight Evans is to fill a spot in their outfield. So I just wanted to share that with you. And then I did have people asking about the standings. And as you can see here, we won those last two games against the Yankees to split the series. And we're sitting in third place. So today's matchup is Dave Rozema against the Twins ace Jerry Koosman. Let's get started. Thanks again to everyone who's following along. Please like and subscribe. All you have to do is go right over to that little subscribe button and click on it. I would really appreciate it. If you take a look down in the descriptions, just down below there, you'll see all the other social media sites for Brainiac Baseball. So, as I mentioned before, we have Dave Rozema starting. He's our fourth starter, and he's really struggled in his first two starts. So this is the third start for him. We have Dan Schatzeder, who is still tired. He pitched 4 innings in the relief in that 20-inning game, so it looks like he's going to be out for this game unless we desperately need him. Our lineup today against Jerry Koosman, who's a lefty, is our right-handed lineup. Our lineup versus left-handers, which is primarily righties. I did sit Johnny Walkenfuss down. He's just been terrible lately. And I put in switch hitter Rick Peters in the DH spot, and I'm batting him in the 9th position. Take a look here at Jerry Koosman real quick. Jerry Koosman, veteran pitcher, probably most famous for being on the Nolan Ryan rookie card, the 1968 Topps rookie card. One of the most important baseball cards. I wish I had it in my collection. I don't. I'm always searching for it, even in poor condition. Jerry Koosman is also famous for giving up Pete Rose's 4,000th hit, and he was on the 1968 Mets World Series team. He's 2-0 this year, and off to a pretty good start. 1 walk, 17 Ks. This is the Twins lineup so far this year. Looks like they have one person who's starting in center field who hasn't played yet. And Sal Butera is going to be their catcher. Let's get the game started. We're at the old Metropolitan Stadium before the Metrodome was even built. Will Whitaker striking out versus Jerry Koosman, bringing up Alan Trammell. Trammell grounds out to second. Oh, I did switch Steve Kemp and Jason Thompson. Kemp has had more success versus lefties this year, even though he strikes out there. Okay, so bottom of the first, Dave Rozema is up, facing Kurt Siebert. Kurt Siebert only had 2 at-bats in the major leagues and never had a hit in the majors. So I'm not really sure what he's doing in the Twins lineup, but he did get those 2 at-bats with the Texas Rangers. Hoskin Powell batting second, grounding up to third, and Dave Engel, who's a catcher, played a year for the Tigers. He's grounded out to first base. Top of the second, Lance Parrish. Infield pop-up. Jason Thompson popping out to third base. And Lynn Jones also popping up on the infield. Alright, Dave Rozema facing Danny Goodwin. He's batting cleanup. Danny Goodwin is the only Major League player to ever be drafted first overall twice.
Inconceivable!
Once was for the White Sox and once was for the Angels. Mike Cubbage flying up center field for 2 outs, and King Landreau is up. He shoots it through the left side for a base hit. That's the first hit for the game, and it looks like an error on Kemp moving him to second.
I meant to do that.
So that's a sign that he might score on a base hit. And that's what happened. So I pulled the outfield in, but he's still going to score. Oh no! That was a good call.
Settle down, David.
Went for an extra base. It was still. Oh no. Okay, so let's get this straight. So he did single. A run was scored.
No, there is too much.
And then
Let me sum up.
Adams went for an extra base and was thrown out by Kemp. So that finishes off the inning. Tommy Brookins grounding out to second. He's just been terrible. Dave Stegman grounding out to third. And the number 9 hitter, Rick Peters, grounding out to second, moving Stegman over. And that brings up Sweelu. He's popping out to the left fielder there. Wow, it took a moment. I just noticed that their shortstop is Glenn Adams, and Glenn Adams is not even a shortstop. He's actually a left fielder. So, not sure why that is, but we'll take it. Rozema striking out Willie Norwood. And Sal Gutierrez to the plate. Grounded out to short. Back to the top of the lineup with Kurt Siebert. Whoa. That's a line drive for left field off the wall for a double. For a guy who's never had a major league hit, he's doing pretty good in the 1980 season. So that brings Hoskin Powell to the plate, and he's going to pop up on the infield. So Koosman's obviously a pretty decent pitcher. I would think we'd still be alright against him here, against a light-hitting Twins team, but can't seem to generate any offense. He's grounded out to first. Bringing up Lance Parrish. There we go, there's our first hit. Double off the wall. Bringing up GT. That's going to be a fly ball out to right. Rozema facing off against Dave Engel here in the bottom of the fourth. Grounded out to short. Danny Goodwin. That's a base hit to left. One down, runner at first for Mike Cubbage. Oh no. Rozema walks Cubbage, bringing up King Landro. Ooh, a nice strikeout there. Making it 2 down for Glenn Adams. Rozema gets out of the inning. Not a strikeout pitcher, but we got 2 that inning, keeping the game to just a 1-run lead. Then Jones with a base hit, possibly 40%.
Sweet mother of God! What is the...
I'm going to say no.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
But I think what I'm going to do is, because Brookins has been really struggling, I'm going to sacrifice bunt Jones over to get a runner in scoring position. Giving the bottom half of the lineup here a chance to get us even on the board. Stegman flies out to left. Yeah, that's a chance I'm willing to take. Then Jones is safe at third. So we've got 2 down, runners at third for the number 9 hitter. Peters grounds out to third. So Twins still have a 1-run lead as Rozema pitches to Norwood, who gets a base hit up the middle. I'm going to bring the third baseman in case Butera decides to bunt. But he doesn't. Grounds it to short for 2. Yes. Top of the lineup once again for Kurt Siebert, who pops up. Rozema pitching pretty good so far. Lou Whitaker leading us off here in the top of the 6th. Lazy fly ball to center. Alan Trammell. There's a base hit to right. Do I want to go for 2? I'm still going to say no. I feel like we're one big hit away from getting on the board, but that's not going to be it. That might be a double play. No. Beats it out. Now I'm hoping for Trammell to have a clutch hit. No. Jared Koosman is keeping us down. Bottom of the 6th, we're going to give Rozema a chance to get through 6 as Powell flies out to right. Bringing up Dave Engel, the DH. He grounds it to first. And now we're facing Danny Goodwin with 2 outs. Grounding back to the pitcher. Wow, interesting. So they bring in Roy Smalley to play short. I don't know why he wouldn't just start the game, but
Am I right or am I right or am I right?
whatever. Jason Thompson flying out to center field. Lynn Jones popping up on... Oh no, that's a ball that drops into the outfield there. Possible double. Every time there's a chance here. I feel like they're just baiting me on that one. I'm going to say no.
Why does this keep happening to me?
And this time we're going to hit and run with Brookins. There's a ball. Oh, I thought that was going to hit the wall, but it's just a line out to right. Jones stays at first. Butera, he has a pretty strong arm, so we're not going to try to steal. We're going to let Stegman swing away. And he grounds out to short. So nothing doing through 7. We're going to put Rozema on a short leash here. Oh, he's tired, but he gets coverage to ground out to Trammell. And now King Landro's up. Landro grounds out to Brookins at third. And Roy Smalley getting his first at bat of the game. And Smalley grounds out to Trammell. So Rozema gets through 7. That's as far as he's gone in any start this year. And now we're down to the top of the 8th, and Peters doubles into the gap. He's got great speed. So I'm hoping that he can score on a base hit here. No. Luke pops up on the infield. Just can't generate anything right now. There we go. That's a base hit. That should score that run. It does. Game's tied, and I'm not going to have Trammell get thrown out at second with only 1 out, so no. So we break through against Jerry Koosman here. Koosman's up over 100 pitches. I'm going to hit and run with Trammell's got decent speed. That should get him to third. Base hit for Kemp. That's right, first and third. Alright, so now we just need Parrish to get a sac fly. We'll take the lead right here. Oh, on a base hit. Nice. So that'll give us the go-ahead run. And first and third. Koosman's tired, but they're keeping him in there. I'm going to try the old sac fly again to get that extra run in. That should do it. It's going to be a deep fly ball to the gap and right. Kemp does tag up and score. Now we have a 3-run lead. So the batters just kind of hung in there. And we're taking advantage of our 8th inning rally. So we're definitely going to take Rozema out. He did a great job. And all my relievers did really well in the extra inning game against the Yankees. So we're going to bring in Tobik, who struggled early on, but he's had a couple good appearances in a row, I was going to say, but
Just a bit outside.
he walks Norwood to start it off. We're going to guard the lines and hope we can turn 2. But that's going to be a fly ball to left for 1 out. And that's going to be Siebert coming to the plate with 1 out. And that's going to be a fly ball to right for 2 outs. And Hoskin Powell is coming up. Doesn't have any power, so I'm not really worried about him hitting a home run. So I'm going to let Tobik pitch to him.
Hasta la vista,
Ooh.
baby.
And Norwood tried to steal second, and it was thrown out by Parrish. So they took a gamble, and we get out of the inning. Top of the 9th for Brookins. Ground ball to short. Stegman coming to the plate. There's a double for Stegman. He's coming alive. Almost to the Mendoza line. Rick Peters. 124 pitches. But the Twinkies are keeping him in there. There's a double down the line for Peters. That'll score Stegman. Oh, do I want to stretch it to a double? Oh, I'm going to say no. That should have been a gimme double. But we'll take the run. And we're going to let Whitaker swing away. Ground ball to first. And an error on the first baseman. Danny Goodwin, he's a poor fielding first baseman because he was originally drafted as a catcher. So he's not playing out of position exactly, but I don't think he really ever got a chance to play at first. That's an infield single for Trammell. So now we have the bases loaded, and they're still keeping Koosman in there at 132 pitches, giving up 11 hits. But Kemp is a lefty, so maybe that makes sense. There's a ground ball to short, and they get out of it.
Personally, I think we got hosed on that call.
So, oh man, I guess we're going to bring in our closer, Aurelio Lopez, Senor Smoke, and we're going to have Powell leading off against him. I feel pretty decent defensively. That's the best we have to offer. Oh no.
Where are you?
Starting off with a walk. So we're going to guard the lines. And that's going to be an infield pop-up to Trammell for 1 down. Danny Goodwin to the plate. That's a ground ball to second. Is that 2 for the game? No. Goodwin beats it out. With 2 down, Mike Cubbage. That walk wasn't even close. And now we're facing lefty Kenny Landreau, who crushed right-handed pitchers in 1979. He was an all-star that year. We're going to guard the lines and prevent an extra base hit. The run at second and the run at first don't mean anything. There we go. Ground ball to short. That should be the end of the game. It is. So we take the first game of 3 against the Twins. And we'll take a look at the box score here. This is the Yankees box. Here we go. So there's the box score. Go ahead and pause it and take a look at it. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, as I mentioned before. And if you don't know, I also do baseball card pack breaks every Saturday and Sunday. We had our first pack breaks for Brainiac Baseball last weekend, so please take a look at those videos as well. And if you ever want to get in on a pack break, please see the Brainiac Baseball page on Patreon, and for a $4 donation, you can be involved in a pack break. Thank you so much. Everyone have a good night. Bye-bye.